this girl upside her head. Grett.
Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. I haven't posted in a while, and wanted to make a quick video. So I decided to give my opinions on a disventure camp character, starting with Grett. I don't know why Grett was the first character I decided to give a video on, but here we are. Grett is an interesting character. She is honestly a completely different character in All-Stars, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start with Season 1 Grett. I am not going to talk about Beta Grett, since I never watched it. So, starting with Season 1 Grett, she was just alright. She was a character I didn't really hate, but also didn't like that much either. She was more of a side villain and had a lot of moments with Gabby, Alec, and Fiore. At the start of the season, Grett was pretty smart and played pretty well. She formed a girl alliance and got Drew eliminated. She was also able to control Gabby for a decent while. Grett was definitely here to win, and didn't want anyone to get in her way. Going back to her elimination of Drew, that was overall a pretty smart and easy character to get eliminated. Being able to convince Tom that Drew knew what was happening and taking his notebook was a really brilliant move for Grett. Drew was a really easy character to frame and just showed that Grett was definitely meant to be the villain. Now moving on to Grett and Gabby. Grett was definitely using Gabby. I feel bad for Gabby, but it was a decently smart decision for Grett. It's always best to have people in your alliance, to make sure you can make it pretty far in the season. Even though it wasn't the best way to have Gabby in her alliance, it did help her make it decently far in the season. We also learned later in the episodes that Grett faces some problems with her mom, where her mom doesn't really like her and thinks of her more as a disappointment. She is also always talking about her brother, which you can tell this does really bother Grett, which does make me feel really bad for her, and something some people may relate to. Even though sometimes it can be super hard to feel super sad for Grett, definitely because of how mean she can be. Definitely when people try to help her like we saw with Gabby. But that is something I like about disventure camp characters. They can add a more serious topic to a character. And we do see this decent amount. But Grett's meanness was also what caused her to get eliminated. Actually, just kidding. She came back but on a different team. She had some decent interactions with Alec and Fiore. But my favorite was when Fiore told her to win the money for herself and not for others. Which was honestly a really good message, and this came from a 6-year-old. However, I already knew that Grett wasn't going to make it much farther. Tom, Mary, and Jake were together, and Fiore and Alec were together, so it made sense that she was going to be the next out. Grett's exit was pretty good too. She learned to take nothing to heart and kind of listened to Fiore's message. Even though Grett wasn't my favorite character, she had some pretty good moments, and was a pretty interesting character. Now moving on to All-Stars. Grett in All-Stars is just alright. Like I mentioned at the start, she's almost a completely new character. She is more nice and not really a villain character anymore. She's also dating Yule, which was something I definitely wasn't suspecting, but okay. However, speaking of Yule, this is my biggest problem I have with Grett in All-Stars. She is just there for Yule. If you took Yule away, what would Grett be? And she would basically have no point in the show. However, if you took Grett away from Yule, Yule's still an interesting character and has others to interact with. There's nothing wrong with having a character be there for each other or the only person they really interact with. We saw this a decent amount in the reboot cast with characters like Caleb, Priya, Julia, and MK. But they still made the characters interesting by themselves. I feel bad saying this, but so far Grett is a pretty boring character. But I do have a feeling that Grett will get some more screen time and might become a character that is more interesting. I don't know why, but Grett seems like a character that will probably make top 5. This script was written during episode 7 of All-Stars, so all the stuff I'm saying could be fixed in later episodes. But for now, she's just a support character for Yule, which honestly sucks because I think Grett can become a really good character. She's a character that learned from her past and wants to become a better person, which I do like. But honestly, Season 1 Grett is just a more interesting character, even though All-Stars Grett has the potential to become a better character. Season 1 Grett was pretty smart and had some interactions with characters like Gabby, Alec, and Fiore. Yes, Season 1 Grett wasn't my favorite, but she was a pretty interesting character and had some depth. Grett's also a character you feel kinda bad for. She is in a relationship with someone that doesn't like her and is pretty mean to her, just using her to make himself look better. I do hope we see Grett leave Yule and maybe be the cause of his elimination. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Yule, he is a very well written character and suits the role very well. Hopefully Grett figures out Yule's true self and becomes this interesting character I know she can become. There is one thing I really do want to see in the later episode, is some Grett and Gabby interactions. It might be nice to see Grett apologize to Gabby, because Grett has changed a lot from Season 1. Maybe we can see like a friendship or alliance between them. I know I've been pretty negative on Grett so far, but there's some things I do like about her. Her voice actor does an amazing job voicing the character. I do have to give credit to almost all the voice actors in All Stars. They do an amazing job of voicing the characters. One of my favorite moments of Grett was when she was singing the intro of the song for Yellow Team. Her outfit was also really good. I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me of like Glamour Chica. Honestly, the whole Yellow Team outfits, they honestly look like they just belong in like security breach. But yeah, this is my opinions on Grett from Season 1 and All Stars. I really do hope we see more from Grett in All Stars. And I think she does have a potential to become a really good character. But we will have to wait and see. Thanks for watching, and what are your guys' opinions on Grett? See you guys next time, and consider subscribing for more total drama and disventure camp content. See you guys next time.